Hello, welcome to my channel. My name is Jessica Rovira, aka Beloved J. I'm here to bring you a love reading for the moment. We just had a full moon in Leo, I believe. Energy is super intense, and I feel like I needed to bring in some messages for you guys. So for those of you who are new to my channel, welcome. Please don't forget to like, share, subscribe, comment down below. And for those of you who are returning to my channel, thank you so much, like always, for your love and support. I'm truly grateful for the energy that you bring to my channel. Without further ado, let's just go ahead and get started. So taking a moment to close your eyes, take a deep breath. If you have earphones in, I am going to use the singing bowl, so you might want to pull them out or turn the volume down. Calling upon the Divine Creator, Holy Spirit, to hold this space for us, bringing down the white light. All right, we're gonna go ahead and get started. So starting with our Moonology cards. So if you're new to my channel, there's just a few things. If you hear me say he or she, I'm speaking strictly of energies. We all have both. So this is, plug yourself in, whatever gender you want. So that first being said, second thing, time is fluid. So whenever this message reaches you is when it's meant for you. Have faith in your dreams, the first card out from our Moonology deck. Have faith in your dreams. This could be in relation to a career move, a relationship move, maybe an actual physical move, moving locations, moving home, moving states, moving countries. Maybe this is just a dream that you've been trying to manifest for quite some time now. And maybe, it's one of those dreams that have taken some time to manifest, and you're in a position where you might be starting to lose faith in the dream because it hasn't maybe manifested exactly as you wanted. Maybe even this relationship is something that you're wondering about whether it's going to come to fruition or not. Maybe this is the dream that you're being asked to have faith in. But there is a need to remain hopeful here. Waxing crescent moon, the light is increasing. There are transformations forming, blossoms. Things are blossoming in your life, even if they may be quite hidden from view, okay? My card doesn't want to stay up. I'm sorry, I'm fidgeting with it. Spirit is saying don't give up, okay? Have faith in your dreams. Weight of the world. Are you feeling a little weighed down right now? Maybe weighed down with this connection. It says boundaries, let it go. It's not yours to carry. Maybe you are carrying the weight of the world on your shoulders and it's not yours to carry. This is Spirit saying, focus on your dreams. Try to, maybe you're that person that is really loving and nurturing and very giving, right? And it's just funny because this card came out that says nurture. Maybe you are a person that is over giving, or just a very giving person, and sometimes spirit wants you to take a step back and not give so much of yourself, and create better boundaries for yourself, so that way you are protecting your energy and not depleting yourself. So first and foremost, have faith in your dreams. Keep hope that this connection is going to come together. Keep hope that what you feel as heaviness right now is not always going to be heaviness on your soul, okay? There's just maybe some things that you're working through. So we also got dolphin baby. Maybe you connect with dolphins or dolphin energy, connect with Leumrian. This is saying Leumrian origin, flow, timeless, adaptable, free, and take your time. See, and that correlates with have faith in your dreams. There's no rush. There is no rush. And the weight of the world, it's like you're carrying this load that is not needed to be carried. Spirit is saying, surrender this weight to me. Free yourself from this burden that you're carrying, that it needs to be in a specific time frame, in a specific setting, with a specific person. There's that kind of feeling that's involved here, okay? Then we also got, for your person, it says crow spirit, co-create with spirit, but it came out in the reverse, okay? Co-create with spirit, but it came out in the reverse. So there's a sense of, I feel like your person trying to control maybe how the dynamics of this relationship come together, and it may be causing you to lose faith in the connection. It may be burdening you, and so there's a sense of a need to set a boundary here. It could be vice versa, but I feel like this person over here is the one who's got this very controlling energy. Look at these two cards together. Now, I'm happy that the vampire card came out in the upright and not in the shadow, but the vampire in the upright says makes you aware that someone or something is draining your life force energy. So there's something going on with your person where I feel like they're becoming aware of the fact that there's someone or something in their energetic field that is draining their energy. And I think they're starting to recognize that this is when they are in that controlling energy, when they're trying to control the connection or trying to, and I don't mean like in a bad way. This person can just be like trying to, manipulate the situation to be in their favor because they have a fear of emotions, because they have some certain insecurities, or it's just something that they grew up learning, a behavior that they learned from, from childhood or something like that, right? There's this sense of this need to control and instead of co-creating with spirit. So when we're in that control state of mind, we are in our ego. And so maybe your person is finally recognizing that when they're in ego, they are not connected to spirit. And that is that energy that is, draining their life force. They're realizing that when they're not in their heart space and they're creating from a place of ego and not with spirit from their heart place, from what they're feeling in their heart, that there is this life force that is being drained within them. And maybe they're just really starting to get in touch with that aspect of life, of the spiritual life, about how there are these entities and, energies out there that will deplete you. And this is when we are not co-creating with spirit. That happens all the time, right? So over here with you, it says you've got cat spirit, claim your independence, but it was also in the reverse. So it's in the shadow. Claim your independence. So there's a sense of you maybe being a little bit dependent on your person or this connection for you to feel there's definitely codependency over here. This came out with the child eternal, but in the shadow. And it says, inability to grow up and be responsible, extreme dependency on others for physical security. So I definitely feel like there's a sense of codependency over here on your side. If you're not resonating with side, then switch it around, you know, then this is you and that's your person. But I feel like whoever I am speaking to is this person over here on the right that is just maybe not trusting in their own divine power, and they feel like they need that help from an external someone or something in order to feel this security. And Spirit is telling you to claim your independence. You are an independent being. You are so powerful, and you have the ability to create and manifest whatever it is that you want on your own. You don't need anyone to save you, to be there for you, to protect you, to support you. You can do that all on your own by co-creating and claiming your independence and co-creating with Spirit. So there's a need for self-healing here, okay? It's happening. Your person is in the Prince of Coins energy. I feel like this is someone who is someone who is ready to communicate, maybe even apologize. This could be a communication of an apology. In any case, this is someone who is coming in with a solid energy, someone who could possibly potentially, you know, maybe their energy is more a little bit focused on work and building their self-sufficiency, building and sustaining themselves. And maybe that's what they want to apologize about is, you know, they've been focusing really hard on work and not you. And so you feel this sense of disconnect, right? All right. There's definitely this is your person, and this very just working hard towards their abundance, towards their self-sufficiency. This could be working hard towards the connection, but maybe it's behind the scenes. It's not something that you're seeing. Because I feel like you are in these energies of anxiety, of feeling like you're not being seen. There's a sense of you feeling like this person isn't there. I think that you're in illusion, which is the moon, about there being a third party energy, or this person having like multiples, right? And maybe they do. I don't know. I think it's an illusion, and I think you're in your head about it. We're going to get a little bit deeper, but I'm going to go on here first, okay? Something is definitely hidden. There's something that you're unable to see. Spirit is definitely keeping it from your vision. But I just don't think that it is what you think it is. I think that it is I think that what you are feeling and thinking about this situation, about your person, is an illusion. I think that you're in your head about it, and it's potentially because there is this codependent energy coming from your side, which brings fear into you, and then you start getting in your head and creating these stories that aren't necessarily true. Your person is in a space of being reborn. This person is having a death of some sort, okay? This is the death card. This is your person. Death and rebirth, cycles of life. You know, needing to go into the darkness in order to see the light. This is where I feel your person is. And this person is really working hard to actually connect and co-create with spirit. But I feel like they've been, there's been some like dark energy surrounding them that is actually showing them how powerful they are, but that they have been being drained by that darkness. So this is somebody who is working hard to come out of the light, to come out into the light, come out of the darkness and into the light. Whereas you, I feel like you are just working, I feel like you are stuck in this. I'm gonna need some more clarification for you, but I feel like there's a sense of you being stuck, like you can't let go of these illusions that you've created. Yeah, look, Two of Swords. You're blocking yourself. Do you see the reflection on the water? She's got her two swords up. She's blinded. This is somebody who is like stuck because you won't let go of some kind of belief that you've created about this person and about what they're doing. There's some belief that you've created about this person, about what they're doing behind closed doors, and it's not true. It's you are creating this own block, this own illusion within yourself out of fear. Now, the Chariot card is saying that you will be victorious. This is victory. This is something that's fated, but it's being hidden in the shadows because you are blocking it. You are holding on to some belief that you can't do it on your own, that you need help. And so you're holding on to that belief, and you're holding on to this belief that that this person is maybe giving their energy to a third-party situation, but that's not what's happening at all. This person is literally going through an inner battle. Maybe they're even going through the dark night of the soul, which is, you know, being in the dark and needing to find the light within themselves. Interesting. I feel like what's being hidden, like what's hiding. Okay, there's two stories here. There's the fucking Nine of Swords again. This is either a past life connection between the two of you, and that's what's being hidden. I feel like, first and foremost, the first story that I got was the fact that what's in the shadows and what's being hidden is the fact that in the past, because this also, the Death card can be like a past life, past something from our past, you know, even the Phoenix being reborn. And then we have the Lovers and the Six of Cups, which to me also signifies something like past life love connection, not necessarily from this life past. I don't feel like this is an ex from this life. It could be. It could potentially be something that you have put that you know that there's been an investment here, like there's been work being put towards this connection. But my first and foremost thought and feeling was that there is this past life connection, that maybe you guys were once married with the Ten of Cups here, right? You see the wolf family with the children at the bottom, the Ten of Cups, happily ever after. And it coming out with the Lovers and the Six of Cups, it's like there could have been this past life love, this soulmate connection that's coming in, that you were married in a past life. And so that what may be what is lurking in the shadows for your person is all of that information. And they are, it's like this is what is going to help rebirth them, is getting in touch with that information of a past life connection. On the other front, this could be that there is either a marriage or a committed relationship here that this person, your person, needs to choose from. This past person and cycle out that past person. It's either go back to the past person or close out the cycle with that past person. This could be what's lurking in the shadows for some of you, is that you're not, that like you may not, you feel like something's up, that third party situation. This could be what it is that they do have a commitment with someone from their past, or maybe they're hanging on to someone from their past and they need to make a choice. And the Death card to me is that cycling out, right? This is what's hiding in the shadows, is that whatever this past connection is with this past person that they may be holding on to is actually coming to an end, and they are making a choice. And they're making a choice to come towards you, because I saw the Wheel of Fortune here at the bottom. This is victory and success. This is karma. We're going to go into the light attributes and what's being illuminated here, because I am intrigued. Interesting. So Judgment. This person is, look at this, the Nine of Swords for the third time. Okay. And the High Priestess. I keep knocking my cards over with this little trapo that I'm wearing. Okay. Here is another past life connection card. Do you see these beings being risen by spirit? This is the red string of fate that ties you and this person together. So the fact that the Ten of Cups came up, the Six of Cups, the Lovers, and the Judgment card, this person is awakening to this past life connection. And this is what's probably hidden from view. You may think it's a third party situation. That's what it could potentially look like. And maybe some of you are actually dealing with that. But I feel like for the majority of you, that's what your illusion is telling you, is that it's a third party situation, that they're in a connection and that they're married, or that they're committed to somebody else and it's an ex-lover or blah, whatever, right? But the truth is that this person in the shadows of the night is probably recognizing that maybe this ex-lover, this karmic, is the one that's actually draining them of their life force, and they want to end that cycle and relationship, and they choose you because they recognize that you're the person from the past, that they had this past life connection and commitment to you, and they're awakening to that truth right now, because Divine Creator says now is the time. And so they're finally getting in touch with their intuition. And I feel like the Nine of Swords is resembling the sleepless nights that they're having. Like this person is crying, maybe waking up crying in their sleep, because I feel like this person is going through the dark night of the soul. This person is going through like a shamanic death of sorts. And I don't know what it is that they did that is making them feel like you guys are both, I feel like, having sleepless nights about each other. Like you guys are both like deeply in your feels and your anxieties about each other. But look at this, the Ten of Pentacles. This is commitment. This is solid foundations. This is that Family, home. We've got two knights coming in, a Knight of Wands and a Knight of Pentacles. Now, the Knight of Wands, it's not my favorite card, not my favorite knight. You know, they're kind of flaky, they're in and out energy. You know, one minute they're super passionate, the next minute they're super cold. But then again, the Knight of Pentacles is a super solid energy. The Knight of Pentacles is a super solid energy that just, you know, takes time to build and manifest. I'm going to pick one more card for this because, I don't know, do you have two potential suitors over here? And look at this, the Eight of Pentacles came out for you as well. This person who may potentially either have been a player or is acting like a player, I think is someone who actually really potentially wants to work and put effort towards you, but it's gonna take them some time to express this to you because this person is hurting over a past connection. This is past hurt, okay? I don't think that you hurt this person. I think that's old energy that they're still trying to close out. Look at this, and the Wheel of Fortune, once again, this is karma stepping in. Luck is on your side. Fortune favors the bold. This is about being victorious. This is about you coming out victorious in the end. I think there's just a need to be patient here and, you know, continue to, didn't I say travel at the beginning? Some of you are going to travel. Maybe you guys are traveling together. I don't know. It says movement, meeting, adventure, be ready for new experiences. And yes, this is what I feel. Is like there's an opportunity here for new movement, for new adventures. But there's a need for both of you to get out of your heads. I feel like you both like are very, maybe just very intellectual, logical people that tend to use logic over heart. And there's a sense here, and I feel like why is because you both have been hurt in the past. So you both need some self-healing. Imagine the ruby ray entering your heart space. You know, there might be a need for you to set a boundary here. Yes, it says creating a sacred space, an altar, prayer. Commune with your own divinity, light candles. Excuse me. Yeah, there's a, you know, take your time. Slow and steady wins the race here, okay? There's no need to rush. There's no need to settle because you fear insecurity or you fear scarcity or lack. You need to transform that. You deserve the best, and your person deserve the best. There's a breakthrough here. I feel like there's a, you know, a need to reinvent yourselves, a need to reinvent this connection by going on a sacred journey of learning who you truly are, right? This is about self-discovery. And I feel like you guys are both in that place of, you know, of learning how to you be independent and claim your independence, and your person to learning how to co-create with spirit instead of with ego, instead of out of fear, right? Where I feel like your person is really good at, you know, manifesting and creating, but they do so out of fear. It says darkness, hesitation, insecurity. Know that you are protected. And it also says journal, process, contemplate, understand your sacred journey. You see, and we got sacred journey here. So there's a journey of self-discovery here, and, you know, journaling about it, journaling about your experiences, about your emotions, about your anxieties, whatever it is that is coming up for you, about your intuitions, is going to help you get over this fear. Okay, and I feel like the fear is of having been hurt in the past, and there's a need to transform from that. Okay, anything else? Anything else? If you're chasing, there's no outcome there. Okay, so if you're the chaser, you need to stop chasing. This is about chasing yourself. Like, put that attention, instead of chasing the other person, chase yourself, chase your own independence. I feel like this is towards you. It could be that your person is wanting to chase you, and you know, you being in your codependencies, they don't get to. So there's a need to step back and claim your independence, focus on your own inner work, focus on your own self-sufficiency, put effort towards your own self and your own growth, and let them come to you. Let it go and let it be. You may be a fear of rejection. So there's also a sense of needing to let that go as well. And maybe it was because you were rejected in the past. Your person could also fear rejection as well. And maybe this is why they're not chasing you. Perception is huge. Pay attention to the red flags. Don't allow yourself to be deceived. There's a sense of delusion here, so you need to change your perspective. See through your own false beliefs. Are you telling yourself stories? Like I said, I think this is for you, thinking and creating these illusions of what might be happening. You know, you maybe could be telling yourself that this person is a player, and that they have other parties, and that they have, you know, that they're playing you with another person, that they have a person, and that could be a complete lie. There's a need for you to heal from that. So take some time out and be gentle with yourself. Be gentle with your twin. Take care of yourself first. Create that sacred space of communion, of prayer, of altar. You know, create an altar of communion, of prayer. There is definitely some self-healing, some self-care needed here. This is your soulmate. There's no denying that. This is your soulmate. That there is the red string of fate tying you and this person together. You are connected at a soul level. It says compatibility, companionship, your best life partner. This is it. And so you need to surrender and detach yourself. Trust that this is a connection that will not fail you. There's a need to free fall here. Have faith that all will be well. Change your perception of this situation. You know, if this person did anything to actually, you know, if you did get hurt by this person, there's a need for you to create a boundary there. Doesn't mean that you completely cut this person out, but setting healthy boundaries will help you open up your heart to this connection once again. Patience, didn't I say? Maybe I didn't. There it is. You are able to let the universal energy of transformation move according to its own loving rhythm, and trust. You have a strong connection to your soul's loving voice and have faith in your intuition. You need to learn how to trust your intuition. Both of you. Someone more than the other needs patience, and the other needs trust. You're going to have to set yourself there. When I truly surrender my desires to the universe when I truly surrender my desires to the universe, a mighty force of faith can set in. When I truly surrender my desires to the universe, a mighty force of faith can set in. Surrender. 2 cards of surrender here. Came up twice. My ability to receive is measured by how much I practice good feeling thoughts. The dragonfly may be a spirit animal or a symbol for you. I'm going to read a few of the descriptions here. Patience. I'm feeling called to read this one. When you demonstrate patience, you are able to take a step back from the distractions of the physical dimension and live fully in the current moment. You are truly a divine being, and when you reside in your natural state of centeredness and calm, your perceptions and awareness are illuminated. You become painfully aware of how much precious energy can be wasted and misused in the service of fear and anxious anticipation of the future. And this could potentially be those draining of energies, right? This person being in fears and anxiety, as we saw, is the vampire that's draining them of their life force, right? Those negative thoughts, those anxieties of not, being where they need to be, having what they need to have, whatever. As you move through life, it may help to remember that difficult situations are merely opportunities for you to put the power of love into practice. It is challenging enough on the earth plane to understand the behind-the-scenes workings of this 3-dimensional world, let alone trying to comprehend or control the 6th and 7th dimensional realities within the divine order. But being open to change and knowing it will occur in its own time is the highest example of patience. You learn to press the pause button on your reactions to life's upsets. Don't fast forward your life, because when you rush through it, you may miss the most significant moments. Life is not a race, it's a journey. In order to bring peace to the outside world, you first must realize patience in your inner world. Good things come to those who wait. Beautiful. I love that. Trust. When you listen to your soul's voice, you will never go down a path meant for you. When you listen to your soul's voice, you will never go down a path not meant for you. But you must learn to trust that voice. By honoring the sacred knowledge within you and acting on it, you can manifest great miracles in your life. Your intuition yearns to be heard, and every day you are given opportunities to test your trust in it. As you go through your human journey, pay attention to each instance this voice arises. Notice the significance and don't necessarily dismiss it as a coincidence. Begin to perceive yourself as part of the flow of life with an ever-expanding part in it. As conflicts and challenges come up, recognize these obstacles as opportunities. The more you accept your inner voice as trustworthy, the easier life becomes. Unfortunately, there are many things in this dimension that you cannot trust. Some people, and sometimes even your own eyes. What did I say? This is for you. Whoever's on the right side, in these codependent energies, you are creating illusions that you are believing. And Spirit is telling you, no matter what, you can always trust when your intuition speaks. Now, there's a difference between intuition and falsity, right? Like, you need to really sit with yourself and ask the divine creator, ask God, ask Holy Spirit to help you discern the truth. For some of you, this is someone who is trying to deceive you. For others of you, you are deceiving yourself. There's a real need to kind of sit with your intuition and trust your own knowledge. Are you creating this false truth, this illusion out of fear because you have been hurt in the past and that has happened in the past for you? Or is this coming from a true place of intuition? That's what you need to ask yourself, whoever's over here in the codependent energies, okay? Maybe these codependencies are causing you to fear because of some past hurt, some past experiences that you've experienced, and you're creating an illusion about this new person that's coming in that is actually a soulmate, that actually really cares about you and wants to, you know, have this happily ever after, have this strong foundation with you, the Ten of Cups and the Ten of Pentacles. Waxing crescent moon, have faith in your dreams. It says, don't give up. The situation you're asking about is taking shape. You're nowhere near the end of the story. Whatever is happening now is just a step along the way. As they say in the self-help classics, everything will be okay in the end. If it's not okay, it's not the end. However, the waxing crescent moon card is a reminder that you must still keep working towards whatever it is that you want. And we saw that on both sides, okay? You guys need to put the work and the effort towards keeping this connection strong, because I feel like you guys may have had some form of separation or some form of, you know, even if it's just emotional separation, but something is getting in the way, and there's this sense of, you know, maybe losing hope in this connection, and Spirit is telling you to work hard towards keeping this connection strong, because everything's going to work out in the end. It says, if you can't take practical steps, spend time meditating on the question you're asking about and allow your higher self to download information to you about your best next step. Overall, this card suggests there is every reason to be hopeful for a very positive outcome to the situation you're asking about. So keep the faith. I am focused on what I want is your affirmation. Just because you can't see your dreams, it doesn't mean they're not manifesting. Didn't I say that at the beginning? Don't look back. Stay focused on moving forwards. Be patient as events unfold. Dig a little deeper to find more courage. Wow, that is quite beautiful, you all. I'm gonna go ahead and leave it there. So hopefully you resonate with this. Please don't forget to like, share, subscribe, comment down below. Until next time, love and light.